Very, very excited about this opportunity. Can't wait to get going. It's all about winning, okay? And if we win, things are going to get better. But there's no reason why this can't be a winning franchise. We think it's an unbelievable opportunity here. Have a lot to learn, lot to learn, lot to learn, lot to learn.
We have a signed contract in hand. The Browns are indeed coming to Baltimore.
Frankly, it came down to a simple proposition. I had no choice.
For the first pick in the 1999 draft, the Cleveland Browns selection is from the University of Kentucky, quarterback Tim Couch.
Welcome back to the NFL, Cleveland Browns. We did miss you very much so. It'll be good to see the new dog pound again. Tim Couch in Cleveland, and they have Ty Detmer there.
The Browns opened the 1999 football season with their arch rival, the Pittsburgh Steelers, in their brand new Cleveland Browns Stadium. Unfortunately, a very bad night for the Cleveland Browns. 43-0 the final. The Browns lose to the Steelers in the season opener.
We made mistakes and really played very poorly, and we have really no place to go but up.
We can't go anywhere but up from here. You know, we can't get any worse than we were tonight. So that's one thing to look forward to, that we're going to come out and improve next week.
I am so glad the Browns are back. We miss you guys. We get 2 free wins a year now.
You know, we can't get any worse.
The tackle for the Cleveland Browns was number 77, was hit in the eye by a flag thrown by the referee, Jeff Triplett, inadvertently. And Triplett told me he had to leave the game with the... Orlando comes back out and pushes him down. You see his right eye there.
And I'll tell you what, Orlando Brown will not see the field again this year for the Cleveland Browns. They won't let him play next week.
Is an extraordinarily massive, powerful, athletic big man.
I mean, there's no greater feeling to me than you know, you're running down the field, everybody's behind you, you know they can't catch you.
He's clearly the most talented running back on the board in this draft.
It was an ugly scene on Sunday during a football game in Cleveland.
They were saying Quincy Morgan was juggling that ball. And I actually think he was. And it's getting ugly here in Cleveland. They're letting it get out of control because they're not communicating what's going on.
Review, the pass is incomplete. First down, Jacksonville.
And it's getting ugly here fast. Take some control down there. Let us know why and what happened.
And now they're going to call
the end of the game.
Unbelievable.
As I said, I'm not criticizing our fans at all.
Why not?
Because I don't think it's appropriate today.
It wasn't pleasant. I wouldn't suggest anything like that. But it wasn't World War III. I don't see any terrible criticism that would be called for the fans. I think everybody controlled themselves, considering that they spent 60 minutes out in some pretty bad weather, getting bounced around pretty hard.
Depending upon how it's depicted, people will understand no one got hurt.
Something very weird happened, so fine, we didn't have the most stable people in the world sitting in the stands, and people reacted.
I don't think that Cleveland's going to take a black eye over this.
Naughty, naughty fans.
Good morning, everybody. A big change for the Cleveland Browns. Dwight Clark has left the team as the director of football operations. A mutual parting of the ways.
It just looks like he gets his foot kind of caught in the turf coming across the formation.
And it's Jameer Miller. And again, remember, the Browns held their breath when they knew they were coming to Minnesota because you're going to play on turf. This is not a good sight right here. Linebacker Jameer Miller on the cart heading into the Browns locker room, no doubt for x-rays.
It just snapped and gave away, and just one of those really unfortunate things.
We will see this bizarre moment of Browns history for years to come. Dwayne Rudd's helmet tossed in celebration.
And there's a flag down as the clock runs down to 0.
When I seen triple zeros on the clock, I thought the game was over, but it wasn't because he got the ball off. And I thought he was either sacked in the grass. That's why I did what I did.
The oldest player in the NFL. 30 yards away. Anderson. He nails it. Kansas City wins.
And Dwayne Rudd goes down as making one of the biggest mistakes in Cleveland Browns history.
The Chiefs have just pulled off a miracle down the stretch. And they pull it off 40-39 over the Browns.
Disastrous end to a football game. You got to be able to be smart and play smart.
Bad snap. Couch has got to chase it down, and they'll mark it at about 50. Gary Baxter coming from the corner.
Dive on the ball and got hit in the back of the head, and next thing I remember, the fans were cheering when I'm laying on the field hurt, and I think it's to be honest with you, but hey, they got their own opinion, so they don't like me. Then been here for going on 4 years now, and I've laid it on the line for this team and this city, and for them to turn on me and boo me in my home stadium is a joke. It's a joke to me, and I've worked my ass off here, and it's hard to take, man. It is. And
they give the ball to Jamal Lewis. He got through. 20, stumbles, get out of it. 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. McCutcheon to beat. 10, 5, touchdown. Jamal Lewis has just run himself into history.
The dream over. Wake up. 2 times, Cincinnati gonna beat us. Dream's over. And this is a new beginning for the Browns. This is how we start next season off. And you can believe that. Mark my word.
I guess we go as long as we possibly can until it becomes obvious that there's nothing more we can do. I just didn't get the job done. For that, I do, again, apologize.
Okay, make this kind of easy on everybody that any questions that you might have about job security and all the controversy and stuff that's going on, I think it'd be best interest of certainly the organization to direct those questions to Randy Lerner. Any questions that you've got about Cincinnati, the team and the game, I'm more than willing to accommodate and answer all those questions. I think our football team is preparing to play well and to win this game this weekend.
job security and stuff like that. Have you talked to Randy just to feel him out?
Excuse me? We put together a 45 play tape that we showed to the players of the things that they're capable of doing.
For the remainder of the season, Terry Robisky will be our head coach. Terry's been in the NFL for 23 years as a coach. He's extremely capable.
What we want to try to do is put the pride back into the team. Hey, man, I'm a Cleveland Browns coach. I'm a Browns scout. I'm the Browns GM.
His first priority is to find the right head coach, something that will be new for him. Who will it be? Today, the Browns talk to 57-year-old Romeo Crennel of the Patriots. Then to the current Browns roster, and there are many decisions to make. Do the Browns have the right quarterback, either veteran or rookie? Are the Browns linebackers good enough? And will the Browns shift to a 3-4 defense? Savage is 39 years old. It will take him into his 40s to rebuild the Browns.
The operator, Mr. Winslow, was thrown over the handlebars and into a grassy area, sustained an injury to his upper body. He complained of chest pain.
Hey, guys. How you feeling? I'm looking out on the field, and I'm trying to find...
It is Winslow, I believe, Doug. Yep, Winslow without a helmet now and could put nothing down on his right knee. We have 6 seconds left.
Injured player inside the last 2 minutes.
Savage stays, and because of that, John Collins leaves as the team's president. The two couldn't coexist. Collins had arrived from the NFL in 2004, promising he would find new revenue for the franchise, and he promised he wouldn't meddle in football issues. But more and more, it seemed he was, and the team was messy in Berea, and even messier on the field.
Confirm that LaCharles Bentley suffered a torn patellar tendon this morning. He was the face of our free agency class. He's a player that probably wanted to play for the Browns more than anybody we have out there. You know, you just feel bad for the individual. I mean, you know, it's the first practice, and now he's been lost for the year.
To convince Randy that you have a plan to have a winning record next year to you know, ease the fans' pain and that sort of thing?
Well, I think that that we all understand and know that this program, you know, basically in '99 started over, right? And then 2 years after that, in 2001, it started over. And then, what, 4 years after that, it started over. Even though, you know, we don't like the losing, but we understand that we're starting from scratch and we're trying to build a program. I don't know that realistically you can expect that to happen overnight. Excuse me.
Phil Savage out as the general manager of the Cleveland Browns. Romeo Crennel out as the head coach of the Cleveland Browns.
Good morning.
Thank you for your patience.
Let me introduce myself. My name is Mike Keenan, and I'm president of the Cleveland Browns. Thank you all for coming here today. Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce the head coach of the Cleveland Browns, Eric Mangini. It's my great pleasure to introduce general manager George Kokinis.
It is really special to be back here where I did get my first opportunity.
There's a lot of familiar faces for me, and that's comforting coming into this situation.
We got play, we got a fight going, and Braylon Edwards just threw a punch.
Edwards, outside a Cleveland nightclub, got into a fist fight and had sucker punched one of LeBron James's best friends.
That's not my character. That's not me.
My friend, he's 130 pounds. I mean, seriously, it's like hitting one of my kids.
Nobody knows me as that type of guy. I've always been the clean-cut, quiet, well-spoken guy.
For him to do that, I think it was just very childish.
The Browns get beat again, and the Browns drop to 1-7 and have hit the bye week. But I think they've hit rock bottom.
For a variety of reasons, things didn't work out. But we felt that organizationally, this was the best decision in order to move forward. This is a process, and it takes time.
Mike Holmgren.
My pleasure. The challenge of rebuilding things, it's just what I like to do.
I'm just excited to be here and look forward to getting this thing turned around.
The plus side of the field, you're under duress, throw the football away here. You can't make this throw to a guy like Rondé Barber.
Back to pass, throwing right side, and Ryan Clark intercepted the ball.
Spinning the wall, foot to his right first, then looks back to his left, and then threw late out to the flat.
I don't want to do this again, so I have to get this one right. I really think I have to get this one right.
for organizational continuity. Good morning, everybody. Pat Shurmur, new head coach of the Cleveland Browns.
I know what this region's all about. I understand the thirst for winning. Our goal is to win the AFC North.
We're a little closer than we were 2 years ago. We have a good coach, and we have a good coaching staff, and we have good young players. We have a way that we think will work, and it's not necessarily the quick fix. It seems as though it's business as usual, which is very easy to write and say, but I'm telling you, it is not. You can choose to believe me, or you can say, nah, I've heard it before. That's your choice. But when it does happen, don't come to me for extra tickets for a playoff game, okay?
I don't think you see any running back in the NFL, right, play every single snap. Now, if there is one out there, I'd be curious to hear. Somebody know of a team that does that? Did you know what that play was?
Play clock is down to 5. They're never going to get the playoff. They did not, again, get the right people into the huddle. So they call another timeout, and they've used 2 on this drive.
That one I know you're wrong on.
There's no reason why this can't be a winning franchise. I mean, everything's here, right? There's no reason.